Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Saban's Goku Power Rangers issue number 12. Let's get right into it. So, the comic book starts off in Lord Dragon's world as we see future Kimberly fighting off some more evil Rangers, and these evil Rangers have the Red Ranger powers, so they're over here fighting evil Kimberly, future Kimberly, my fault. And then we see future Kimberly basically go to throw a bow and arrow at somebody, and then the person that she's throwing the bow and arrow at catches it. And we see Lord Dragon, and basically Lord Dragon's telling future Kimberly that they have fought many times, but nobody has died. Why is this? And future Kimberly's like, I'll kill you this time. But then when future Kimberly goes to throw her bow and arrows at Lord Dragon uses a spell that she learned from Rita to turn future Kimberly evil by giving her a power, like the power sword, but it's a bow and arrow power sword, which makes people evil. So she used that to mind control future Kimberly, and that's how future Kimberly became evil in the Goku Power Rangers universe in the past. So then we see in the Goku Power Rangers universe now, in present time, we see basically Jason is in his house with his mom and his dad, and he's telling Jason telling his dad that he needs to tell his mom about his health problems, but his dad's like, you're 15, so get out of my life. And then basically Jason tells his dad, we're going to tell mom about your health problems together. And then we see future Kimberly still on the ground in the command center after she tased Billy to make him go to sleep. But then we see Kimberly walk into the command center and see Billy on the ground, and she feels like future Kimberly was lying and that she still is evil. So then she morphs as future Kimberly is trying to tell Kimberly, while Kimberly is morphing, that she is not bad, but Kimberly doesn't want to listen to future Kimberly. So then while future Kimberly's fighting Kimberly gets a beep on her communicator that the other Rangers need help. So then she's like, come on, Billy, we need to go, while she tells future Kimberly that she'll be back. And then we see the Rangers basically morph, and while they're morphing, Matt is texting the Rangers, or is texting the team, and like he's texting Trini, Zach, Billy, Kimberly, and Jason as their normal forms. But while he's doing that, they're all morphing into Rangers. So basically, they morph into their Megazord to go to attack both of the monsters, and they can't go as one. They can't separate and fight them at the same time because basically their Zords have been destroyed in the battle, so they're not as good working. So they have to be the Megazord as the only way to defeat the two monsters. So they go to attack the two monsters, and then we see the Grave Zord come in to help. Well, my fault, guys. That's not yet. So then we see, basically in this, after the, Power Rangers and their Megazord are fighting the monsters, we see basically future Kimberly picking up her, finding the Grave Zord that got destroyed, and she basically uses this green crystal to make the, Grave Zord strong and humongous again, as it was small, and then we see the Grave Zord go to help the Rangers. But then where she, made that Grave Zord come back to life after being destroyed, she sees Matt, and basically, she, says, hello, and Matt sees everything. She sees, basically Kimberly's cousin, as Matt thinks it's Kimberly's cousin, not future Kimberly. But then future Kimberly tells Matt everything, and then Matt finally learns the truth. So then we see as the Rangers are fighting the monster, the Grave Zord comes in to help them, and basically the Grave Zord is helping them fight these monsters, and they basically, destroy these monsters, but then the monsters come back, and then, hit them, and then make their Megazord a little bit, downgraded from how much power it had before. So then, because they're a little bit powered down, the Grave Zord decides to, fuse with, the Megazord, and Kimberly's confused because she thought that future Kimberly left, but then future Kimberly's actually there to help them. So basically, the Grave Zord forms with the Megazord, and now it's called the Mega Grave Zord now. Then we see in basically this gym, we see this guy in a green hoodie basically kicking a boxing bag, but then we see that this guy in this green hoodie is actually Tommy Oliver, and this is the first time we see Tommy Oliver in the Goku Power Rangers series. So then we see basically future Kimberly comes in and tells them, I have to do this, and then she goes to attack Tommy, but then it's actually confirmed that future Kimberly's not here to attack Tommy. She's there to give Tommy a second chance. So basically she hits Tommy with this green bow and arrow, and basically when he gets hit with the bow and arrow, we see the stuff that's going to happen in Tommy's future, because in the future Tommy fights Jason, and then Tommy joins the team, and then Tommy dies by Lord Dragon. So basically this bow and arrow is giving Tommy a second chance to something that's going to happen in the future. I don't know what happens, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so just wait. So then we see the Grave Zord and the Megazord are both still fighting as one against the monsters, and basically they're over here destroying the monsters, and then they finally defeat the monster, and right when they defeat the monster, the Grave Zord just parts from the Megazord and disappears. Then we see in this alleyway, we see future Kimberly on the ground, and we see, basically Mrs. Slurn basically walks up to, future Kimberly and tells her, I can help you. Then we see on the moon in Rita's palace that she's disappointed that she lost, and now she's really mad, but now she needs to do something she swore she would never do. Then we see at the, youth center, basically Matt goes up to all the, goes up to all his friends, and basically, future Kimberly told Matt the truth, and so he goes up to his friends to, confront them, but he knows the truth, but he wants them to tell him the truth, because he feels like if they're his real friends, they'll tell him the truth. So he says, guys, tell me the truth about who you are, or I'll walk out on you guys and never see you guys again. But they can't, or they can't tell Matt the truth, because if they do, they won't be Power Rangers anymore, so they can't tell Matt the truth. And basically, Matt walks out on them and says, I hope to never see you guys again. And that makes everybody sad, especially Kimberly, because that was her boyfriend. And that where the comic book ends where Matt is walking away, and it doesn't say to be continued, because that's the final issue of the Shattered Grid story arc in this Goku Power Ranger series. The Shattered Grid was amazing. I really liked the Shattered Grid, and it was great. It was an amazing event, and I'm glad that it's over so we can get to other events, but it was still a really amazing event, guys. I love Shattered Grid, guys. But if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the video, guys. Love you guys all. Goodbye.